85% of youths in prison, 85% come from fatherless homes. I would like to say that again. 85% of the youths who are incarcerated come from fatherless homes. 71% of high school dropouts come from fatherless homes. 84% of homeless families are headed by women. Meaning there's not a father who is in the household, there's not a father who's the head of the household. 84% of homeless families are headed by women. 90% of homeless and runaway children come from fatherless homes. 90%. Single-parent families account for 72% of teenagers who have been found guilty of murder, unaliving someone. 72% of teenagers who have been found guilty of the crime of unjustly taking someone's life come from a single-parent household. 60% of the teenagers who have been found guilty of rape, ultimately violating a woman or a young lady. We don't know the age of the actual victims, right? Or of their alleged victims. 60% of these teenagers come from a single-parent household. 58%, like I said before, 58% of female inmates are mothers. 37% of black children are headed by a household with two of their biological parents. 37%. So when we run down this statistical list, 85% of youths in prison come from a fatherless home. 71% of high school dropouts come from a fatherless home. 84% of homeless families are headed by women. Most homeless shelters, family shelters, are for women and children. 90% of homeless and runaway children come from fatherless homes. That's almost 100. 90%. Single-parent families account for 72% of the teenagers who have been found guilty of taking someone's life unjustly. That's the word that begins with an M. 60% of single-family households account for the teenagers who have been, 60% of the teenagers who have been found guilty of rape, which is to sexually violate someone in the worst manner imaginable. 60% of those teenagers who've been found guilty of this come from a single-parent household. 37% of black children come from a household which is headed by two of their biological parents. Please keep in mind that when you hear 37%, 100% of these children were born to their biological parents. Doesn't mean both parents were present at the birth. It means in order for that pregnancy to take place, they had to have a biological parent, right? Two of them, the father and the mother. So people ask, why do we advocate for families? There was even a moron who said that we're pushing a cult because we're advocating for families. This type of information is going to be lost on so many people. And you want